Florentino Perez has been in secret contact with Real Madrid. Top target's entourage, the Michael Olise fever, has officially taken over Real Madrid, and a single announcement by Florentino Perez appears to have completely closed the presidential election debate. With less than 24 hours to go before polling commences, Perez has managed to get the spotlight completely on him, all by announcing an anonymous signing valued at €150 million. Several names were speculated as the president's star signing, but all sources have boiled down to the name of the Bayern Munich winger, whose arrival would truly be a game-changer for the club. Talks already in progress. As confirmed by Jorge C. Picon in a breaking update, Florentino Perez and his team have already been in contact with Olise and his entourage for a while now over a possible move. They are, however, prohibited from making any announcement of their contact with the player at the moment, and are thus maintaining a low profile in their discussions with the French superstar. With Perez already having made direct contact with the player's close circle, there is a possibility that the president has even convinced the player of his project and reached some form of preliminary agreement to force through the challenging transfer. It will, however, have to remain a secret for the time being. Olise's decision will be paramount. Olise's talent makes him one of, if not the best player on the planet in his position, and it is highly unlikely that Bayern Munich will accept a transfer without a massive war. After all, the player is central to their long-term plans and has a long-term contract with them, all of which hands the German giants the upper hand in any negotiation. For Perez to pull off the unthinkable transfer, he will thus require a strong will from the player to push for a departure and complicate his relations with Bayern Munich. How Perez manages that will decide whether or not the Olise dream can come true. Bayern Munich rising superstar open to joining Real Madrid this summer. Earlier this week, Real Madrid president Florentino Perez came out and claimed that he intended to make a massive €150 million bid for a new Galactico signing. Soon after, reports emerged from reliable sources claiming that the mega signing that the Real Madrid chief has in mind happens to be Bayern Munich speedster Michael Olise. The French international enjoyed a spectacular season, playing an integral role in the Bavarians' successful campaign under Vincent Kompany. Olise open to Real Madrid move now. According to journalist Ramon Alvarez, Olise is aware of the interest from Real Madrid and would be open to making the switch from the Allianz Arena to the Santiago Bernabéu. There has been some form of contact between the club and the player, unclear if it was direct or through intermediaries, and there is openness on the winger's part to explore the idea of a move. However, he would be unwilling to take any steps in order to force through an exit out of respect for Bayern Munich. Meanwhile, the German champions are clear about their stance on the winger. Olise is not for sale, not for any amount of money. Do Real Madrid need Olise? The right flank has been a problem position for Real Madrid in recent seasons. Rodrigo Goes has enjoyed a difficult past couple of seasons and is sidelined until 2027 with an ACL injury. Meanwhile, Franco Mastantuono looks set to depart on loan in the summer, and there is doubt about Brahim Diaz's continuity as well. Given the situation, bringing in a player like Olise, who showcased his quality firsthand at the Santiago Bernabéu this past season in the UEFA Champions League, would be a huge move for Real Madrid. However, as things stand, a transfer seems extremely unlikely, given that Bayern Munich have no intention of selling their ace attacker.